Graciela, you ready? Kim, you ready?
All right, light, camera, action, everyone. All right, good afternoon. Before I call this meeting to order, no trustee is seeking to participate in this meeting virtually. Um, I'd like to call to order the December 12, 2025 regular meeting of the Yosemite Community College District Board Trustee is thereby called to order at 3:09, Kim? 3:07? Oh, 3:07 PM. 2.2, roll call, establishment of quorum. I would like now to ask board stenographer to conduct the roll call for attendance.
So for the record, student trustee Matthew Gutierrez is not here at this session, and trustee Jenny Nicolau will be unable to attend today. With that, trustee Aguilar,
Here.
trustee Beggs, trustee Davis,
Here.
trustee Garrett,
Here.
trustee Hinton,
Here.
and trustee Richards. Thank you. Quorum is established.
Right. EDCO Section 7200 requires that the annual organizational meeting of the Board of Trustees be conducted. 2.3, board member virtual participation pursuant to AB 2449 remote teleconference attendance. No trustee is seeking to participate in this meeting virtually. 2.4, elect board president. Nominations are now open for the position of board president.
I have a question. If she's not here, can I nominate her?
I'd like to, yeah,
Jenny?
yeah.
What were you going to do, Leslie?
I'll call. I'd like to, Leslie?
I actually asked Jenny that and she said no. So I would like to nominate Milton Richards to continue as president because I do like the continuity.
I like to second it.
Okay.
Sorry, Tony.
No, I had I had the same kind of question. Can we answer that legally? But I guess if she doesn't want to do that, then it doesn't matter. But can you nominate that is not here for a position? That's,
Yes, you could.
okay. All right. I should have went that way, huh? I'm sorry.
It's dangerous not to show up for a meeting.
Yeah. Okay, so is that all the nominations? So,
Do you accept the nomination?
I do.
okay. All in favor say yay?
Yay.
Any nay?
No.
I would be no, because I would think it would be Jenny's turn, but
Great, thank you. And then, okay, vote is secure. Thank you. Now I turn over to the board chair.
Okay, moving on, at this time, 2.5, I'd like to call for nominations for the vice president.
Okay.
Antonio Aguilar, you have a nomination?
I think Trustee Davis would be awesome, so I would like to nominate him.
Is there-
I'll second that. Oh,
Are you okay with that?
We'll take Leslie as the second.
Okay.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Wait, we close nominations first?
Close nominations, thank you. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, I'd like to appoint Gracie, it's Lena Tran as the secretary to the Board of Trustees. I have a second on that.
I'll second it.
Close of nominations.
I think, Mr. President, for a point of order, I think on all of these, if the person doesn't object, I think you can just appoint now.
Okay.
Am I correct, Madam Stenographer?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, so we'll interim transfer Tran for that. Graciela, we'd like you to continue as stenographer. Now, on the 2.8, going to the board meetings, I want to make an alteration. February 11th is actually the 3 or 4 trustees will be in DC for the annual conference. So I would like to move the schedule forward with February 12th instead of the 11th. Do I have a motion for that?
Does that give us time to?
Thursday. Yeah, we come back Wednesday, so we meet Thursday. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Hold it.
one discussion. On December 11th, we're going to maintain Fridays for
Because of the election.
election that year.
We need, I don't know why we did it this year. It seems like it should be every 2 years. It should only be for the midterms and
You're
the,
actually right.
instead of the off years.
You're actually right.
We
Well,
had
we-
asked legal,
Yeah.
if I may, we had asked, not this legal, but when we went to the CCLC conference, and they told us that we were required to in December to have it the second. So I don't know if there were any changes to law that might, second Friday or after. Mhm. Yes.
Yeah,
It's very confusing, but that's what the ed code does state. So, yeah, it's just like any statute. It doesn't make sense unless you read it over and over again and it gives you a headache.
And I'm assuming November 12th is, 11th is
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, and we won't have it on holiday, all right.
okay, all in favor?
So with the change, for the record, February 12th instead of February the 11th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, say no. Okay. Moving on. 2.9, Association of School Boards. With your prior experience, Trustee Aguilar, I'd like to nominate you to that. You're okay with that? Good.
He's very okay, I can tell.
Okay, going on to the Valley Insurance, Trustee Garrett.
Thank you. I will continue.
The Finance Committee, keep it the same, Darren, Don, and Antonio?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
you okay with that, Don? Okay. Policy Standing Committee, we'll keep that the same, which is Nancy, Jenny, and you, right? MJC Foundation, Leslie, you'll continue to do that?
Yes.
Don, you'll continue to do Columbia Foundation? Okay. With that, okay, now we move on to statements of conflict. Don't think we have any. Any public comment on the closed session? Yes, what did I miss?
If I may, there are two resolutions on the agenda for Trustee Hinton's absence. So those are items 6.4 and 6.5 for the record. So I just want to share that with Trustee Hinton.
Okay.
So you
Okay,
recuse your,
Have a conflict.
okay,
Okay, very good, thank you.
thank you.
Okay, 2.16, are there any public comments on closed session?
I have one, but it's not on closed session items. And so the item is for public comments regarding closed session items. But I do have one, it's regarding introduction of classified professionals.
Please, come on up, Lisa.
Good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to come at this time. Board of Trustees, President Richards, congratulations, Dr. Tran.
Thank you.
And, and Trustee Hinton, it is very nice to see you back in person.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
So how crazy is it to think that we are approaching the end of 2025? When I started working at MJC in 1997, we were using floppy disks. And the computer I used in the old O'Brien house on the corner of Carpenter and Blue Gum, which has since been dismantled, had a dial-up modem. Remember those obnoxious screeches and beeps that we had to endure just to access the internet? Well, we sure have come a long way. Now we stream board meetings, and we can even participate live from anywhere in the world. Still amazes me. As we get ready to start a new year, I want to say it has been a pleasure for me to facilitate the opportunity for my classified colleagues to introduce themselves to you over the last 4 months. I felt it was important that we show you who we are, what we do, and share the many years that we have contributed to the achievements of Columbia College, Modesto Junior College, and Central Services. I'm sure you're curious, so I won't keep you in suspense. Drum roll, please. A total of 78 classified professionals have proudly introduced themselves for a combined total of 919 years working for the district. And as you know by now, that does not include prior years we've worked as students or contract employees. So that's 919 years of service accumulated by 78 people. To put that into perspective, it would put us back to the year 1106, when King Henry I defeated his brother, the Duke of Normandy, solidifying English rule. So now, if you'll allow me one last time, I'd like to see if we have any classified professionals wishing to come forward. I think I talked to 3.
Welcome.
I'm Ashley Williams. I don't know which mic to speak into. I work in risk management and purchasing and receiving. I'm a contract specialist, purchasing contract specialist. I've been here since 2023. I've also was a student worker for facilities from 2005 to 7.
Welcome.
And my name is Tara Thompson. I also work in the purchasing department as a purchasing contract specialist, and I was hired in December of 2018.
Welcome.
And my name is Julia Lopez. I've been with the college since 2017, and I'm part of the receiving and purchasing.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for listening, not only tonight, but throughout the last few months that I've been doing this. So I know you'll be disappointed to hear that I won't be able to make the 5:30 session. I'm going to be stepping into another one of my roles, volunteering at the Gallo Center for the Arts. So I just want to wish everyone a happy and safe holiday season, and we'll see you in 2026.
Very good. Madam Stenographer, we have a closed session.
So at this time, the board will adjourn to closed session to discuss items 3.1 through 3.5 listed on the December 12th regular meeting closed session agenda. And the time is 3:19.
See you at 5:30. No, I don't have any. I gotta be up at 3:30 for a flight tomorrow morning. Hawaii. 2 weeks Hawaii. We always focus, we always go. I just. The 729th regular meeting of the Yosemite Community College District Board of Directors on Friday, December 12th, 2025. I want to especially recognize that Trustee Hinton is back with us. We're very glad she's here. Okay, Pledge of Allegiance. Trustee Garrett, would you lead us?
Absolutely. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Stenographer, the roll call, please.
For the record, trustee Nicolau is out today. Student trustee Gutierrez,
Present.
trustee Aguilar,
Present.
trustee Beggs,
Here.
Vice President Davis,
Present.
trustee Garrett,
Here?
trustee Hinton,
Here.
and President Richards.
I'm here, thank you. Oh, gee.
Quorum is established.
That's holy. Okay, we do not have anything to do with teleconference, so we're good on that. We can move on since trustee. We do not have any reports out of closed session. Statements of conflict, trustee Hinton has a couple on, is it 6.5?
6.4 and 6.5.
Okay. Do I have any changes of order of business? Okay, 4.8, public comments. Do we have any public comments?
There are no sheets.
Thank you very much. I'll close public comments. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the consent agenda. First of all, is there any member of the public that wants to pull anything off of the consent agenda? Seeing none, is there any trustee that wants to make any changes to consent agenda? Okay, so no, I'm forgetting. Do I ask for his vote before the motion or do I do the motion?
For the motion.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Trustee Hinton, can I get a second?
And before we take that,
Oh, you're going to do your retirement stuff.
Your Royal Highness, can I move on with the
Supreme Leader's
retirement?
better.
You like Supreme Leader
Yeah, that's
better?
fine.
Okay, we can stick with that. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 4 on for this evening. First is Darren Bloom. And I want to compliment Darren because he spells Darren the same way I do. So that's got a good start right there. But Darren Bloom, 25 years of service, maintenance technician. Looks like he split his time between 50% maintenance specialist and 50% access controls locksmith. Facilities planning, maintenance, and transportation, Central Services, Columbia College. Well, I think we all remember back a few years ago with COVID and how much we relied upon our maintenance team to keep everyone not only being able to access the college campuses, but to keep us safe, and all the other work that goes on behind the scenes with our maintenance team. And I just want to thank Darren for everything that he's done in his 25 years of service and wish him well in retirement. Melissa Clark, 27 years of service, scholarship specialist, Scholarship Foundation, Modesto Junior College. Again, I'm sure in Melissa's 27 years of service can look back on all the students that she helped to achieve their higher education goals through scholarships, and I'm sure she helped them beyond scholarships and getting grants and any other help they need to achieve their higher education goals. And I want to compliment Melissa for that and wish her well in retirement. Martha Robles, 40 years of service, Dean of Instruction, School of Health Professions at Modesto Junior College. We've all had a chance to meet Dean Robles in our interactions and touring the health profession labs and facilities and classrooms. And we've all talked about how important it is that we have and continue to have an allied health program and health professions program here associated with Modesto Junior College. What a noble service in preparing our health professionals. And we again saw that during COVID. And we want to thank Dean Robles for her years of service to the district and wish her well in retirement. Cheryl Williams Jackson, 20.5 years of service, professor of child development, School of Language, Arts and Education, Modesto Junior College. You know, we think, oh, child development, what is that? Well, I had a friend that had a PhD in child development from UC Berkeley, and I got to learn all the ins and outs of how important child development is and recognizing early on in a child's life their learning disabilities. And if you can get in and start working with a child early on, you can prevent a lot of the future problems that individual is going to have about learning and coping with things. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful profession. And I want to thank Cheryl Williams Jackson for her years of service in the area of child development, and I wish her well in retirement. And Supreme Leader, I lend it back to you.
Thank you very much.
And I'll second the motion to approve the consent agenda.
Student trustee, your vote.
Aye.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Okay, now we move on to item 6.1, board member compensation. The recommendation is that we discuss the member compensation allowed by the Education Code, and that we approve an increase of as specified in the Education Code, an amount that may not exceed 5% of the present monthly rate of compensation. Current monthly rate is $510.51. A 5% increase would be $25.53.
Wait, $25?
$25.53. And adopts a new rate for board members. I'll fill you in on that later. Do I have any public comment on this? Questions from the board? Can I get a motion to approve? Got a second?
I'll second.
Student trustee?
Did I say that loud enough? Did you hear? Move to approve. Okay.
Student trustee?
Nay.
All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay. Moving on. Next is out-of-country travel, Modesto Junior College, All-African Diaspora Education Summer in Ghana, Africa. Diaspora.
Diaspora.
I think people have some questions on this. Is there anyone here that can explain this to us other than what's written? Andrea? Vice President, could you come up and tell us a little bit about this conference and why you want to do it and where the money's coming from?
So this conference is the 4th year in a row that it's taken place, and multiple California community colleges have attended it as a part of our Amend program as well. And the amount is spread out over 3 fiscal years. So registration paid last year, airfare will be this year, and then next year will be the hotel, because it's not until September 2026. And our chancellor's office, as well as multiple college presidents from the community colleges, have sent teams to this conference in an effort to make sure that our Black students we're focusing on retention and graduation rates and what we can do to support that group.
Okay. Are there questions from the board?
So my understanding, it's categorical funding and maybe some fundraising as well. Is that correct, or is it primarily categorical funding?
So it's 3 different areas of funding. It will come out of the IDEA Committee, as well as the Professional Development Committee, as well as the C Fund. So that's the only area where it's categorical funds. Otherwise, it's Professional Development and IDEA Committee.
Okay, so it's a combination of Fund 11 and Fund 12?
Correct.
Okay.
So I ran some numbers, and we have about less than 4% African-American students. We have almost 50% Hispanic students.
Right.
Are we doing anything else for these other groups?
Absolutely. So for the Latinx male community specifically right now, we're also entertaining a professional development series that will begin in the spring. That's also will be funded through our IDEA Committee. and it will include a certificate program for those employees who participate in it, because those two categories are African American male students and our Hispanic male students, which you all have commented regarding what are we doing for those particular populations. And so we're making very strategic efforts to support those populations and focus on their retention and graduation rates.
And is it always in Africa?
This particular trip has always been in Ghana for the last 4 years. And again, is a part of the California Community Colleges Amend program, and we have an Amend chapter as well. So our Amend chapter for our African-American males have grown. Last year was our first charter year, and this year that number has doubled.
And how did you decide on the people to go?
There was an interest form that was submitted. So there was an interest form that was submitted. There was an interest form that was sent out in spring of 2025, and there were actually 12 people who made requests to attend. And so there was a series of questionnaires indicating how did their efforts and their work support these efforts. And I can show you who those folks were, but looking at the answers to those questions and the touch points from those who are attending, that's how those folks were selected.
And who made the final decision on who could go?
I did.
You did, okay. Are there any other questions?
I don't have a question, but I would just say, can't wait till you come back in October and tell us what it is you experienced, what you learned, how it's going to make a difference here in our college. I think this is an incredible opportunity, and I'm going to be in favor of it.
Thank you.
Does it require an action?
It does.
I'll move for approval.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
A student trustee?
Aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
No.
Okay, moving on. 6.3, YCC Resolution Number 2526.04, withdrawing from membership in the school's excess liability fund Joint Powers Authority. Vice Chancellor Stewart, I read this, but I would like you to explain this to me again so that everyone understands what's going on, because people probably have the same questions I do.
Sure. We did have a conversation with Board Finance about this topic. And so SELF is our secondary level of insurance that we purchase. And with ASCIP, who is another JPA that we work with, we want to evaluate, can we do things at a lower level where we have a little more control over this? So this letter does not remove us from SELF, from this JPA. It just allows us to explore. And what I anticipate doing with Board Finance is bringing in both ASCIP and SELF to have conversations with Board Finance, so that over the next 6 months, we can make an informed decision as to what we want to do as it relates to this layer of insurance for the 26-27 fiscal year.
Is there any member of the public that wants to comment on this? Are there any other questions?
No, it just gives us, as Vice Chancellor Stewart said, it just gives us options to look at this in more detail. I mean, at the end of the day, we may end up saying with our current provider, but our concern is going forward with these ongoing lawsuits out there with regarding child sexual abuse. It's primarily in the K-12s, but obviously, since SELF is one of the larger, they've paid out a lot of money. We want to make sure that we're not getting harmed in our fees that we pay being part of that group. I mean, they may come back and say, no, we've got this contained, everything's fine. You know, it's going to be all right going forward. And if they can provide us that clarity and comfort, fine. But, you know, as an example, the LA Unified School District is looking to go out to and do a bond because their liabilities are at $2 billion. Yes, $2 billion. So that's the kind of exposure that is out there thanks to the idiots under the big white dome in Sacramento. So, you know, that's why we're doing this.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Trustee Davis. Student trustee?
Aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Great. Okay, Trustee Hinton, we have to, yes.
Hold on.
Brian, if you could just wait with her there, we'll bring you back in.
Stay there for a minute.
Okay, 6.4, the recommended action is the Board of Trustees adopts resolution number 2526.05 in the matter of trustee Hinton's absence from the board special meeting as attached.
Can we make this simpler on everyone, do both at the same time, if
Yes.
that's okay?
Yes, we'll combine both 6.4 and 6.5. Any public comment on it? Questions from the board? Motion to approve? Second?
Second.
Student trustee?
Aye.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. Okay, very good.
Can I find out who was the second? I didn't catch that. Oh, thank you.
Okay, can bring her back. While we're bringing trustee Hinton back, trustee Garrett, could we have the finance committee report, please?
Yes, so the Finance Committee met here at the district office on December 1st. The biggest item of discussion was the one that we just heard on the self thing that we just talked about in the past. But I want to compliment the, we always get the routine and customary reports on budget. That's going well. But our FTES growth is just phenomenal. Now, there's pitfalls with that because, we're trying to balance providing enough for adding classes and things like that and making sure down the road that as Vice Chancellor Stewart, who's always at those meetings, are we going to get reimbursed? Is there enough growth there with the state that we're going to get? And I think we're kind of hitting that sweet spot right now, and it's being well managed by our two colleges. So, as long as we, kind of hit that sweet spot and we're getting reimbursed, I don't see any reason why not to keep investing in the community and adding sections that are needed out there. So would you like to add anything beyond that?
I think that covers it. That's good.
Okay. So that's pretty much what we talked about.
Trustee Beggs, if you could give us the board policy committee report and the Modesto Junior College Foundation report, please. Page 101.
The foundation has the holiday social on the 19th from 5 to 7 at the McHenry Museum. If you haven't been, it's wonderful. And one of our choral groups, I'm not sure which one, is going to be providing the entertainment. And that's always fun. The MJC Foundation has gotten funding for, I think, 8 new annual scholarships within the last 2 months. So that's great that we've got the new scholarships coming. We're very, very happy about that. And I'm probably forgetting something else because I'm doing this from memory, but at any rate, that's the synopsis.
Anything on the board policy committee?
We did not meet because one of the committee members had a death very close to the meeting, and so we decided it was not a good time to meet.
Thank you.
It's been a tough month.
Dr. Davis, could you give us a Columbia College Foundation report on the Association of County School Boards?
I will. So we had a meeting up in Columbia on February 18th, and it was we had our meeting on the 18th and business meeting, but I'll say that Dr. Lana Van Epps was present, and she shared with the foundation or reiterated her concern with the foundation that she shared with us at the last meeting that was held up in Columbia about the effects of ABs at 705 and 1705, and particularly how it affects students who are taking mathematics, maybe returning to the college after many years away and having to take a transfer level course in mathematics as their first course without any opportunities for courses to be prerequisite to that. So she shared that concern, and the foundation found that very interesting to hear about. Regarding the Association of Stanislaus County School Boards, we didn't have a meeting last month, but you see this flyer. This is governance training that the School Boards Association provides. It's really geared towards K-12, though community college district trustees are invited, and you see the schedule there. They've asked this year, could the college provide a little content, like an introduction from our college president or our chancellor. So the date is February 23rd. If either one of you could attend that, make an introduction, and they can put a name with a face and face with a name, and learn a little bit more about the college and how we serve students that graduate through the K-12 system. I think they'd really appreciate it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes max.
Chancellor, I think it'd be
Okay.
great if you went with both presidents.
I don't know, well, it's Stanislaus County, so not necessarily Columbia, but you're all welcome. All right, thank you.
Okay. Trustee Garrett, anything on the Valley Insurance? No, thank you. Okay, moving on to association reports. Columbia School Board Association, Sabino Salas. I know since you're injured, I can't get on you about the Cowboys, so,
Nobody likes that.
Okay,
good afternoon, Chancellor Tran, President of Racers, and gentlemen trustees and your constituency. Officially, tomorrow is the last day of the fall semester. I hope everyone has been enjoying this nice, cool weather. I hope everyone. Which time is flying so fast that we are already planning our projects for the coming spring semester. It's going so fast. I want to begin my report by noting that the CSEA Chapter 420 held elections to select the 2026 Executive Board. Also, as you're already aware, we had a meeting between CSEA, YCCD, and Joe Rios from the State Agency Peru. During this meeting, we provide YCCD negotiations team with three possible options to be considered. I'm looking forward for a good outcome from our negotiations. I also want to let you know that when we talk about the Me Too clause, we do not view it as guaranteeing high wage percentages. We understand that it also will be low times, but we also believe that this will give us a better opportunity under fair financial conditions. I also want to let you know that tonight is my last report as a chapter president. Yeah, so I appreciate it. And finally, I want to wish you a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and a great Happy New Year 2026. And also I want to thank both presidents and chancellors for your open door policy. I really appreciate that I always was allowed to come and talk to you all.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Do we know who's the next president?
Yes, I will announce it.
Okay.
Okay, Dr. Choi does not have a report. Academic Senate reports. Professor Randall.
Good evening. I left Sonora this afternoon. It was a beautiful day, sunny, and I come down like this. So I just wanted the board to know my level of commitment to the district, right? Coming down to this fucking weather. Usually the discussion is from Modesto folks talking about the bad weather up in Sonora. Anyway, and by the way, we have had fog up in Sonora, which is very unusual, and quite a bit of fog, so it's unusual. I'm happy to report from our faculty hiring prioritization process. Dr. Redwing has authorized our top 4 hires. And so it didn't take long for our Senate Executive Committee to direct me to do whatever I can to get the hiring going, right? So specifically, it's my job as a Senate President to get the faculty members appointed. And so we've already done a call for volunteers and hopefully get them appointed during in-service week. And I don't mind being that one poking the deans. Let's go, let's get them announced. So that's where we're at with that. We're very excited. On the side of that, we have 2 interim full-time faculty positions that we're looking to announce. So exciting for us anytime we can hire some more faculty. Concerning the FMP, which the board had a presentation at their last meeting, I'm probably stealing some thunder from your report. Okay, very thrilled. I'm always thrilled when shared participatory governance shines. And Dr. Redwing today published a survey for all the Columbia folks to give input on the current FMP that's been proposed. I forget what you called it, the outlook or whatever it was. And by the way, I submitted my survey today, and it was very, very easy, like, wasn't arduous or anything. So I really appreciate that. And I feel like, as the Senate President, I feel satisfied that our administration has done everything they could do to garnish input. So I appreciate that. Okay. And then along with that, we had a discussion at our college council meeting earlier this month, and some Columbia College 26-27 budget developments, timelines and processes were presented. And I appreciated that, particularly because, I've been around a while, and I remember in years past, going back quite a ways, the college council took a pretty substantial role in the budget development. I'm not saying they sat down every line item, but there was discussions and sort of philosophical things that would be discussed in college council. And I haven't seen that in, I don't know, recent years. And so Dr. Redwing sort of introduced that back, right? Having the college council take a more active role in those discussions. And so, again, anytime I see participatory governance, I appreciate that. And that's it.
Thank you very much. We do not have a presentation from Professor Flores from Modesto Junior College. Leadership Advisory Team, Samantha. Welcome.
Good evening, board members, President Richards, and Chancellor Tran. Leadership team handbook updates were made collaboratively with HR and have been shared with all of our leadership team members. The feedback that we received has been incorporated into the document, and the final version is maybe with Chancellor Tran, maybe, or coming very, very soon. It's been a really big project, and I wanted to thank Catherine Pritchard, Lucy Munoz, Trevor Stewart actually had some input as well, and for being willing to go through this document this year. Martha Robles, Jacqueline Forte, and myself were the ones that worked together with them, and so I appreciate that time. Once the new document's posted, it will also include a revised evaluation that mirrors the one that was created for the exec team. Right now, we are voting for our new LTAC reps, and the results will be sent out on December 16th.
Are you seeking re-election?
I'm up for a rep, and then we will do our elections in January to do the 26th year. So I would be willing. We'll see what they decide. Leadership team representation on governance committees at Central Services, Columbia, and MJC has been evaluated. We have an opportunity to fill some of those open spots on committees, and I'm going to send that out to the membership before the end of the month to make sure that everything is filled for January. That concludes my report.
Thank you very much.
I had a question, because I know you've been working so hard on this handbook for a long time. What's the lifespan of one of these handbooks before you have to do this all over again?
Last one was in 21, but it wasn't the whole handbook. It was just a portion. So we decided this year, and I pushed, I'm sure it was my pushing, but I said, can we please just do the whole thing? There's lots of things that were inaccurate in it, and why just pick a section? So we started at the beginning and went all the way through, and it's been a lot, but you know, we had all of our benefits information was updated, the types of leaves. So we had Lori Smith working on that. And then we just went through everything, and a lot of it stayed. We tried to clean things up, get the correct board policies. Some of them were not.
Out of sync?
So just trying to make sure that everything aligned.
Oh, thanks for a monumental effort.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, next we have Yosemite Faculty Association President, Optimism One.
Good evening, Chancellor Tran, President Richards, and the Board of Trustees. In the spirit of the season, I brought you my Christmas list. One, world peace. Number two, settle CSEA's contract. Number three, Lena Tran, permanent chancellor of Yosemite Community College District. Number 4, Chad Redwing, permanent president of Columbia College. Number 5, Brian Green, man of the year. It could be Time Magazine or the Union Democrat. Either is fine. Number 6, an associate dean for Shirley Miranda, who's the dean of School of Language Arts and Education. Maybe the hardest working dean out there just because of the volume. And if that's not enough, if you'd like to do a little stocking stuffer, I would love for the district negotiations team to send their proposals to YFA 48 hours before we meet. Imagine if you came to a board meeting and you didn't have a single bit of material. You kind of loosely knew that you're going to talk about, policy number 14, but there was no content for you to read ahead of time to be prepared. Or imagine for the teachers, if you never told your students what you're going to discuss each day.
So a question for you, what does the contract say about this?
The contract does not say anything about how it makes us more efficient, right? So I will say, truly, today was generally positive and collegial, and it was great. That's very encouraging, but we could be more prepared. We want to be efficient and we want to be more productive. And it's difficult to do that when we don't get proposals ahead of time. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Is Glenn Mahowski here from Columbia? I don't think so. Okay. How about Amanda Cannon? No? Okay. Student activity reports. Is Samantha Jenner here? Samson Jenner? No? How about Celeste is here? Associated Students of Modesto Junior College. Welcome. Glad you're here.
Oh, thank you. Welcome, board. Well, we have been easing our way back in the student government, especially since we started pretty later. But with that, we have made our full officer team. So I am the current president. I have my VP, CJ Bronil, and then I did appoint 3 people as interim director of political development, Matthew Antarian. I have interim director of student relations, Juliana Coronado. And then I have my interim executive secretary of Diara Salidos. We are also near a full Senate, which is making me really happy. And this team is so eager to just get things done and especially listen to students' voices, which we did in our last meeting, where we did hear rising scholars who came during our public comment and made us aware about wanting a space on campus as it was a contract negotiation and just wanting us to support. So a few of us came out there and supported Rising Scholars during their meeting today. We also were there with Cram Night. We sponsored it and we're there. We nearly ran out of all snacks on both campuses. And we were also there for Pride Conference to show our support. On top of that, we had a ton of fun at the Turlock Parade, which we did end up winning an award, and we brought PD himself there. We will be having winter break training too, just to catch up our new Senate on different policies and different things expected for the next year as we take off a very busy spring term. Bill with Senator projects, and another project that did get approved for renewal is Multicultural Day, which we are bringing back. As spring will be a really busy term, and we would love to update you about everything we will be on. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 8.2, Interim Chancellor, you're on.
Right, good evening, everyone. First, congrats, Celeste, and we had a great lunch today, so I look forward to continue working with the associate students. Sabino, thank you so much for our conversation. We'll miss you. Appreciate your representation. Thank you for the Santa from MJC and in Columbia College. Thank you for that. To keep it short, we did a YCCD video, and I can't wait to share that with all the CEOs throughout our community college system in California. So on that note, Scotty, hit it. Let's see what the video looks like.
Oh my goodness.
from Yosemite Community College District, I hope this holiday season brings you rest, laughter, and love. And may the new year fill with renewed energy and bold opportunities for all of us. Happy holidays! Happy holidays!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Feliz Navidad! Happy Hanukkah! Kurisumasawa omedetou gozaimasu! Happy Kwanzaa!
Happy holidays! Happy holidays from the Hospitality Management Program.
From behavioral and social sciences, from business and computing,
From Columbia College Student Services.
Happy holidays from the District Christmas Party Champs! Woo!
Happy holidays from the Rise Up Center. And the Bridge.
From our family to yours, Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays from Columbia College. From the Office of the President, we wish you
A catalytic new year.
Wishing you joyful holiday celebrations with your family and friends.
happy holidays from the School of Arts. From Perry Campus. Woo!
Remember, axial tilt is the reason for the season.
Happy holidays from Columbia College Financial Aid.
Have a happy holiday season.
Happy holidays from Facilities.
Merry Christmas! Season's greetings!
Bendiciones en esta Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
Merry Christmas from Basic Needs. From Enrollment Services.
Happy holidays from the Child Development Department.
Balibatia, Sekukulu and Nunji.
Życzymy wszystkim wesołych świąt.
Joyeux fêtes et bonne année.
عید میلاد مسیح را به شما تبریک میگویم و همچنین سال نو را. ایدوكم عمريها ودوشي شتوكم على الأخرى.
عيد ميلاد المسيح سعيد، كل عام وأنتم بخير. Feliz Navidad.
Happy holidays from NJC Screenwriters. Happy holidays.
Leave me alone, please go away.
Happy holidays.
Leave me alone, please go away.
Happy holidays.
Feliz fiestas from your NJC Success Team.
From the IT department and the Institutional Research Office, I want to wish everyone a happy holiday and a happy new year.
From the Columbia College Student Center.
And Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
Seasons, greetings, and blessings to you and your loved ones.
Merry Christmas from the Ag Department.
Happy holidays from Columbia College.
Happy holidays from Columbia students.
Happy holidays from NJC Dance. Catch you on the flip side.
Thank you, everyone. We absolutely had so much fun, so thank you. More to come as holidays. At this time, why don't we go with, oh no, Chad has one too. Let's see. Your update, Chad.
Thank you. Good evening, YCCD trustees, President Richards, Chancellor Tran, and district staff, along with colleagues and community members. Thank you for the opportunity to provide Columbia College's December 2025 report to the board. It's been an extraordinary semester at the college and one that I'm personally very grateful for. Thank you to the board for the opportunity to serve. I can say as we wrap up the calendar year that the fall 2025 semester has been one for the record books. We have the highest enrollment and the best efficiency and cost of instruction in over a decade. And those enrollment trends are carrying over to spring. A wide variety of college and community events, including last night's fire graduation, a student art exhibition, a foundation music audition, teacher practicums, community orchestra and choir performances, a healthcare pathway celebration, a chicken ranch, and a holiday luncheon by the President's Office all demonstrate the many ways we at the college serve our community and our learners each day. Following on the theme, we are abuzz with activity, and to prove that point, I thought I would offer a short video this evening of what goes on every Friday at Columbia College in the Fire Academy. I can't believe I get to say this. Graciela, can you please cue Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac.
Thank you.
I do have.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. So I do have a little more. I promise just one more minute,
Oh,
and
sure.
I'll pass it to Brian. So I just wanted to thank Chief Warren and Captain Andy for their inspiring Fire Academy video, and a shout out to the student, Camden Stevens, a cross-enrolled student at both Columbia and MJC for support with the video. Very quickly, I want to mention this story. In other news, we enjoyed a visit from Rodney, Mark Twain Medical Center registered therapy dog, as we relaxed into finals. Let's see. The therapy dog produced general glee when Catherine Pritchard, Associate Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, visited Rodney with me during a Chancellor's Cabinet at Columbia College. After Catherine's instruction of sit was given, the dog and I looked at each other, uncertain who she might be talking to, and so we both decided to sit down in unison. That's great leadership, Catherine. And if I may say so myself, I think very good active listening on the part of Rodney and myself. Thank you to the entire cabinet, to the chancellor, to district office, and to our trustees for your visits to the campus this semester. I leave you to learn more about our college and the Christmas parade with a special shout out to Derek Wydick and trustee Matthew Gutierrez. It's in your December board letter, where you'll also hear more about Columbia College's automotive tech program. To conclude, I am pleased to announce the addition of Jasmine Settlemeyer as executive assistant in the office of the president. Jasmine has worked in education for 8 years, primarily in elementary, middle school, and high schools, and most recently as a business manager of a school in the Valley. Stay tuned in 2026. I know you're disappointed for the concluding story of Billy Goat Davis. And with that, Merry Christmas. Thank you for your time. We wish you a safe and a joy-filled holiday season. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead, Brian.
To follow the video. Good evening. Happy holidays to each of you, whatever holiday you happen to be celebrating this season. We do hope that you will take your MJC scarves and socks and hats with you. Those are quite the hot commodity. And I do think that Mr. Gutierrez on the other end may already have a set, so he's like ready to auction them off. So some numbers and highlights and things that we're working on. Mentioned earlier, Eric was mentioning faculty positions. MJC is going out for 11 faculty positions this year, which includes 10 that went through our faculty hiring prioritization process, and 1 when Professor Salman retired. He created an opening, and through our out-of-cycle replacement technique, we're going to follow his with a full-time tenure track replacement as well. This week has been one of celebrations. 81 students completed the Certified Nursing Assistant program, 28 students completed the Medical Assisting program, 56 students completed the nursing program. Also in healthcare, on the adult education side, we have a program called PATCH in healthcare. It is professional advancement toward career horizons. 7 PATCH students went through Turlock Adult School, 12 from Modesto Adult School, 13 students through SCOE, for 32 of those altogether, which means all together in healthcare, we just put 197 students into the world of the healthcare workforce. So yay, MJC. We also had 15 students at Ceres Adult School complete our culinary program, which is pretty exciting. And I missed the final exam, which was disappointing because it's always tasty. This afternoon, we didn't bring the video, but maybe next month. This afternoon, we had 31 students graduate from our Fire Academy, and a fantastic ceremony there. On the athletics front, our teams are doing really very, very well. Our men's and women's cross-country teams competed in the state championships, and many of our cross-country runners had personal records at that meet. We hosted the 3C2A NorCal Invitational Wrestling Championships last weekend, and we have 3 wrestlers that qualified for state championships, which occurred this weekend. Men's and women's water polo both made it to NorCal playoffs, and the men's team went to state. Women's volleyball hosted the first ever playoff game, and then they made it to the 3rd round of the playoffs. Men's soccer had a great season with first-year coach Ronnie Green, qualified for the playoffs, almost upset the top 5 seed, and they lost in the final minutes in double overtime. We had the 87th annual men's basketball tournament occurring this weekend. It's one of the oldest college basketball tournaments in the country. MJC won our first game. If we get done early enough tonight, you can make it by 7:30 over to the gym to watch MJC play against Merced. And then if we win tonight, then we'll be in championship tomorrow, that kind of stuff. Our football team last weekend we won our 5th Valley Conference title in a row and made it to the NorCal Championships last weekend at San Mateo, and weren't able to go there, but top 4 in the state is pretty fantastic. And our women's golf team finished 3rd at the state championships. Now, last weekend, you mentioned a parade. You mentioned Mr. Gutierrez. Last weekend, he was in 2 parades with Modesto Junior College on the front of this pirate ship float as we were sailing it around town. First one was in Turlock. We went to the Turlock Holiday Parade downtown. And then on Saturday, we made our debut at the Hillmar Parade. Matthew was up there cheering on the crowds, calling out like numbers like 29 and 52 and I don't know, some other numbers. But he had something going on. But it was great to come around the corner in Hillmar, this little neighborhoods, because it goes through the streets of Hillmar. There's campfires set up in the front yards of everybody. And, you know, they see the lights coming, the front of the truck, but then they see, oh my gosh, that's a pirate ship going by. These huge smiles come on their faces. Everyone's really excited and amazed to see what we're doing. We did have a nice interaction with a resident who we traded a couple of scarves and hats for a gallon of gas for our generator that ran out of gas because we used it all up in Turlock. So lesson learned. A couple of more things. We promote safety at MJC, so our dean and executive teams visited the Regional Fire Training Center, and we conducted fire extinguisher training on Tuesday morning. We all learned something, and we got to put out a real fire with a real fire extinguisher. Pretty cool stuff. Deans are now arranging for their lab techs to do a similar training, and we're going to open up that training to others to give that kinds of hands-on learning experience. Another training we're working on is going to be tourniquet training. In case someone gets a major limb injury, having tourniquets available and the knowledge on how to use them can save someone's life. Our student services, HR, and IT teams have been working together to cut red tape, eliminate administrative hurdles, adjust language, et cetera, moving on processes like changing the language in academic probation, notifications, new forms and credit for prior learning, prerequisite challenges, course substitutions, transcript request forms, student petition forms, financial aid appeals forms, faculty grading forms, and HR has been working with our team on a routing process in eTree for evaluations. So again, trying to make things more straightforward. And lastly, to celebrate the holidays, it was mentioned earlier, next Friday, please join us at 5 p.m. at the McHenry Museum for our annual holiday party. For our employees this week, Judy in my office and some other folks put together 3 different events for people to come together and make cookies together and to make some crafts and to have some good times together this week too. So it's been quite a ride the last period of time. Thank you for the time.
Well, thank you for all the hard work from both of our presidents. So truly appreciate that. And also don't forget, next Saturday is the big game, MGC against Columbia College at Columbia College basketball. So hopefully you can join us.
What is the wager between the 2 presidents? Have you come up with the wager for this game? How about if the loser has to wear the winner's T-shirt at the next board meeting?
Yeah. All right. There we go. Good. We'll still wear green.
I stole that from my wife, so unfortunately, she's been on the wrong end of wearing those, but that's.
I have a question very important question. Ready? Have we upgraded our cannon in the pirate ship?
We have not upgraded the cannon. We have flags and those things. You want to see the upgraded cannon?
Yeah, I thought that's what we.
Yes, sir. Working on it.
No,
But
at least make some noise.
But Trustee Aguilar, they did win the top float in Turlock,
Yes.
which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
If we had the cannon, then they could win a national award. Yeah, I could see that.
All right.
There's room to grow.
Yeah, there's more holidays coming. Got July 4th.
Well, there you go. Something, yeah.
There might be a little liability from cannonballs.
I don't
What do you think?
I'm losing
I
control.
don't want to shoot anyone.
Okay, back to business.
You guys are no fun, I swear.
Okay, everyone. Well, the next item I have is to recognize Dr. Richards for your service as the board chair for 24-25. Thank you for your hard work, leading the board, working with all of us, and also congratulations for being the next board president again for 25-26. So thank you so much for your services, Your Majesty.
Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to 8.3 travel report. That's for your, it's in the report. Moving on to number 9, requests for future board agendas. Anything on the right? Any on the left? Okay, let's start off with comments. Trustee Hinton, again, welcome back. We're so glad you're here. Any comments?
Just want to say it's great to be back.
You'll never understand how great it is, but it's been over a year since I've been out of that wonderful place for any extended period of time other than to see the doctor. So I was really glad when things worked out for me to make it, and it looks like I'll be able to get out at least once a month. So I'll hopefully be able to make future meetings that are in Modesto. Unfortunately, right now, I don't have transportation to Columbia. So I'll be able to do the Modesto ones, but not the ones up in Columbia. But I really look forward. Hope you guys all have a joyous holiday season, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, and anything else I forgot. Just have a great holiday season, and remember, as we say, the reason for the season. We don't all believe the same way, but we all have something that we believe in at this time of the year. So have a great family time.
And I want to thank Stanislaus County Rideshare. Taxpayers' dollars at work, getting Nancy here. So that's a good thing. Trustee Gutierrez? I really didn't cut his mic off. I really didn't do it. Okay, use Darren's mic. Oh, there he is. He got it.
So I'd like to begin with our CCLC conference, our Focus Convention, annual convention we attended to. Interim Chancellor Tran, Trustees Richards, Aguilar, and Beggs, and other administrators. We were able to attend different workshops, and I felt very, and I got a lot of information out of it. And the first day I was able to speak with the executive director, president, and VPs from SSCCC, and we spoke on possibly creating a rural college caucus, mainly focused towards our Columbia College, and then also outlining the roles of a student trustee in conjunction with our student governments, and just making sure that myself and future student trustees are taking appropriate action. And then I also attended workshops on improving transfer pathways and spoke with President Red Wing on possible solutions at the parade, as well as possible programs and pathways that may improve success rates of dual enrollment students, especially those that are within the juvenile detention system. And I think that'd be a great resource to look at. And then I don't want to steal his thunder from the Sonora report that he left. So I'm gonna keep it brief because I know he probably wrote a whole bunch that he wants to share. Anything? Okay. Well, at the Sonora Christmas Parade with President Red Wing, administrators, and 2 representative students, we rode on a raft on the back of a trailer, and it was pretty neat. We had some glowing red lights. We were made visible, and we showed off our competitive rowing skills and aura farmed our way down the street. And after a decade of our coming back, of our return, I think we made an impact on the community that night, and it was pretty nice. We were able to gain quite a large amount of attention from repeating a super prime and a prime that can be made up of different consecutive prime numbers, as President Sanders has talked to me about. At the Turlock Christmas Parade, I was going to mention it if President Sanders didn't already, but Celeste did already. We obviously won the best themed float, and then again, we also were able to present this amazing prime number to our audience. And it definitely got a riot going, and I've got reports from people hearing it from several blocks away. And at the Hilmar Parade, it was very chill, very mellow parade, and it was very nice to interact, and especially inside the neighborhoods and just the urban streets. It was a really nice community. They had their soccer game going on at the same time. It was really cool to see all their neighbors just talking with each other. It seemed like a very connected neighborhood. And I loved to see after the parade that there was this girl who chose to wear the scarf we handed her as a belt. And that was my favorite part of the night. But I also want to remind students and myself, and for you to reach out to your students, that in this time of finals and after obviously they've got their final exam grades, remember that their self-worth is not based off of these things, and they've got people who care about them afterwards waiting for these holidays. And if they don't, remember that, just let them know that you're there as well. Thank you.
Trustee Aguilar, anything?
Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and just spring holidays with the families and loved ones, and kind of become aware of something that probably we take advantage, or I take for granted for. I really miss the sun, so hopefully we see the sun one of these days. If not, I might have to drive to Sonora just to see it. So, appreciate all your loved ones, because, sometimes we take things for granted, like our sun. So, thank you.
Trustee Garrett, anything?
As has been mentioned, happy holidays to everyone and your families. This is a great time of year to all get together. Two things real quick. Trustee Aguilar, if you want to see the sun, the cloud layer changes from time to time. So if you want to go for a plane ride, I maybe can get you above the clouds. So
Flying.
Him.
Me.
Yeah, he's a pilot.
Come on. Where's the love? Where's the love?
All right,
Come on.
you and I will both take a ride with Trustee Garrett.
Yeah. Let's see. The only other thing is to our continuous board president, I would be honored to be included in your New Year's honors list. So thank you. That's all I have.
Trustee Banks?
We went, Lena was there, it was already mentioned, to the conference, the CCLC annual conference. Matt and I stayed until the bitter end. We were at the very last session, and it wasn't really bitter. It was actually a very nice breakfast buffet and a speaker. But anyway, the conference was really interesting. They had very practical sessions, and they had things about how we need to get students thinking about college and grammar school. And we were at that. They had a great session on branding and marketing, which we seem to be getting better at just naturally too, but you were at that session. And one of the keynote speakers talked about an issue that I'm sure all of our teachers face, which is distractibility and the myth of multitasking. And I bought her book. I think it was a great talk and something we all deal with. And then today I had a tour of the Arts and Music Building with Rob Stevenson and Lena, and that was fascinating. It kind of got skipped by the last bond measure. And so there's sort of a Phantom of the Opera feel to some of these basement buildings, and kind of scary. And so you can see that, and Brian was there, and I know you don't disagree with me that there's a lot that, the deadly tour, so that I look forward to hopefully some redo there for the sake of our students, which is what matters. And then I saw Antigone, and here it is Christmas, and it's all Christmas all the time, music, Hanukkah music, and here's this tragedy that was sold out, and it was great. So it was in the little theater, but it was actually sold out. In fact, I saw people turned away who showed up. So that was a great success, and I love seeing the theater. And I took a friend of mine that I've traveled all over the place with to go to Shakespeare festivals. So that was great. Other than that, I wish everybody happy holidays and whatever you celebrate, that you have a good celebration. And that we'll be back in January for more. And I love what you said about there's after finals, it's not your self-worth is not your final grades. I used to tell my students that. It's like study really hard, do your best, but in the end, it is what it is, and that's not what matters. So yeah, I'm glad you said that. All right, that's it.
Vice
a wrap.
President Davis?
Thank you. I'd just like to thank Nancy for making it here. So great to see you up here with us, Nancy. Look forward to you being at future meetings. Nice to have you in person. I was able to attend the Fire Academy Certification Award today. So a wonderful event, lots of family members there celebrating that achievement. And of the 31 students, there was one particular student that was a little different than the rest. We had one female student complete the academy, Tia, I can't remember her last name, but that was wonderful. She was, identified as making it through all of that hard work. So good for her, and maybe she'll be inspiration to other female students to go through the academy as well, because we need all that we can get. Thank you for that. Just a reminder, I'll leave this information on the school board's governance workshop, so you can have the date. Valerie Escobar would be the contact person. I know Kimberly has her number. All right, thank you.
I just want to thank our staff for another great year. Graciela, Kim, Trevor, Lucas, Catherine, everybody. And hope you all have a great holiday. President Sanders, again, congratulations on the Turlock float. That was really important and people really liked it, and it was a big deal. Okay, the next regular meeting of the Board of Trustees will be held on Wednesday, January 14th, 2026. Closed session will begin at 3 p.m. An open session at 5:30 in the Yosemite Community College District Boardroom, 2201 Blue Gum Avenue, Modesto, California. We are adjourned at 6:37.